So, considering that Forsaken is an alpha, it has a slight balancing problem. Better than most, but it still needs a lot of tweaking, especially for certain killers, so that's why community feedback is important. Now, what if I told you that the community feedback is not good, to say the least? On the Forsaken Discord server, they often run polls. These polls would be like, what type of content would you like to see, balancing changes, stuff like that. But oh wow, the balancing polls are just horrendous. So I'm gonna go over them real quick. First question, how strong do you think Elliot is? The majority said kinda weak. What? Okay, so what I'm about to say, I say all of this as an Elliot main. That's currently on break because it's kind of tiring playing Elliot sometimes. But you can argue that he's balanced. The only reason I chose that he was balanced was mainly because of targeting. Really, he's very good. That's why he's targeted. He's very good. Not overpowered, but you know, he's good. He's strong. But weak? My man has the strongest heal in the game and has a get out of jail free card. That's not weak. Some of the nerfs he got was very fair. Next, how strong do you think Noli is? The majority and even I said balance, but looking back, I think that's wrong. He's not overpowered, but he is very good. He has debatably the best projectile in the game, the best rush in the game, and has teleportation alongside him giving hallucinations to players as a passive. He's better balanced than some killers, but I think he's very strong, so I feel that even I was wrong there. But I mean, he's better balanced than most, so I mean, I guess I get to, I guess I see that answer and why I chose that too. It's probably a little bit of bias since I'm a Noli main, but anyways. How strong do you think Veronica is? The majority said kinda weak. What? She's debatably the best in the survivalist class, up there with the noob. She got nerfed to the ground and is still a pain to deal with. Do V-mains want her to be the overpowered character in the game? Because she still has an amazing self-heal and has the best transportation in the game that is a bigger get out of jail free card than the rest of the characters in the roster. What do you mean kind of weak? Maybe she's not overpowered since they did gut some aspects, but good V-mains are still misery. How strong do you think Nosferatu is? Okay, he's weak, but not that weak. He needs buffed and, to be fair, a complete rework, but he isn't underpowered. He's weak because his moves don't synergize with each other. Every other killers has some synergy in their moves and can make for good combos if used strategically. Nosferatu's literally random bullcrap go. Some of his moves are good, but when there is no synergy, it just doesn't work well with the others. Probably the only overpowered thing about him was the fact that he could fly, but it's easily counterable and was gutted too. Kinda weak is probably the better option, but I can see the underpowered answer there. I'm not gonna bash that too hard. How strong do you think Slasher is? Okay, this one wasn't too bad actually. Slasher and John Doe, and maybe Nosferatu for how weak he is right now, are probably the only ones that require a lot of skill. Not saying the others are no skill killers, but they're a lot stronger than the others and require a lower skill ceiling, like Noli or 1x. These next two make my blood boil, just watch. If you could buff one killer, which one would it be? Well, obviously, since Nosferatu is weaker than the others and everyone agreed that he's underpowered, it should be Nosferatu, right? The heck do you mean, cool kid? Literally one of the best killers, by the way. Especially if you know how to use his abilities correctly. The only buff that he needs is to give his minions some brains, and that's it. He's the fastest killer alongside Slasher, very strong M1, and yes, predictable abilities, but if used right and strategically, they hit like a truck. He has a good moveset and requires a decent amount of skill. Like, Nosferatu is right there. Why'd he play second? And who's the 91 idiots that voted 1x? Oh, and we're not done yet. We have one more poll. If you could nerf one killer, who would it be? Slasher? He's fine. Cool Kid doesn't really need any. Sixer's fine, maybe a tad weak, just needs some tweaking. Noli, maybe some very minor tweaking. John Doe's fine, he requires too high of a skill ceiling, so really the only reasonable one here should be 1x. He's the strongest killer in the game since the rework. Really everyone plays with him because of it. Are you freaking kidding me? What do you mean none? He should be nerfed. What do you mean none should be nerfed when 1x is standing right there? Anyways, these polls suck, and yes, I do think they should get community feedback on balancing, but please not on Discord. Most of the people that's on the Discord server, I think, are children. It's the same people that think Elliot's weak, that 1x is balanced, or that cool kid of all killers need a buff when we have Mr. My Abilities Suck over here. But this could be fixed easily. First off, disregard those polls on Discord, please. The majority of those polls just sucked. The answers sucked. Do not listen to them. The whole thing was people just wanting their main buffed or untouched so they could win every round. That's why 1x wasn't voted for nerfs, or that cool kid, a very popular character, got voted to get buffs. Considering this seems to be the majority of people on Discord, I wouldn't do balancing polls there for the casual players. Whenever pro servers are added, however, there should be balancing polls on the Discord for that, as pro servers should get different balancing than casual servers. Also, please, whatever you do, don't take the polls to Twitter, please. That's even worse. Next, add polls in the game itself. It isn't foolproof, considering kids will still vote cool kid for needing buffs, but it'll be much better and you'll have more accurate opinion on stuff. You'll have the casual audience opinion that doesn't have socials. Heck, you'll have people voting that don't even know about the soul situation. The game needs to be balanced for casuals in mind. Now, there was a game I played a while back called Funky Friday. Might just gave flashbacks to some of you, but the devs added a place where you could participate in polls. Whenever you voted, that got sent straight to the devs and compensated the player by giving them a small amount of points. Forsaken should have something like that. Again, you'll still get some bad votes, but it'd be much more accurate. You'll get the opinion of the casuals that matter more than cool kid needing a buff somehow. And again, you can compensate by giving a small amount of money, like maybe 100 or 200 in-game dollars. Nothing much, and you know, the polls should expire. At the same time, if you want a second opinion, you could continue to do the Discord polls if you want. This may be flawed, but I feel this method is at least slightly better than the Discord polls. But who knows? I could be speaking gibberish, and this is a dumb idea. But that is why I like discussions, so if you want to comment, you are wrong and a stupid idiot, here's something better. And feel free to comment. Well, maybe leave out the stupid idiot part, but you know. I hope you enjoyed my rant. I'll see you guys. I hope you enjoyed my rant. I'll see you guys later, and take care. Drink some water. Love water. Water's the best. Man, this water's peak. I wish Propel would sponsor me.